Hey everybody, Ray Shanahan here, call sign Chino. So we just finished the Salty Sailor Talk. We had amazing people come and contribute into our topic of discussion. How do you avoid self-isolation? So thinking about isolation, this is more of like that mental health isolation. You just get away from everybody, right? In some cases, it's fine. People actually thrive and need that kind of stuff, and we call that self-care, right? So you take a staycation and you kind of like isolate yourself from everybody, and it's because you need to reset, get away from everything. That may really help with individuals that, you know, have kids and everything, and they just need to get away from everything to kind of reset. Some guys go to the gym and just, you know, pound out that weight. Then we have people who demonstrate negative behaviors and kind of would just stay in their room, start drinking the sauce, or negative behaviors, and that's what we really want to focus on. So isolation, and that usually happens and is contributed by, you know, having anxiety, whether it's, you know, your personal anxieties that you get, social anxiety, frustration, depression, or any negative behaviors that are, you know, associated with isolation. What can we do with that? Go and burn out that negative energy that they have. You know, some people go and talk with or engage with other people, your friends, your families, your partners, and everything like that, which is definitely a good behavior to have, especially when we start talking about trust. You know, who do you go to when you have these kind of negative behaviors or feelings or sensations or experiences? And if you have a friend who you could talk to about, you know, how you feel, the issues that you have, a family member or something, then that's definitely something positive to have in your toolbox. Talk to that negative voice in your head, right? That voice that's telling you to avoid everything, like get away. This is too heavy. This is too much. Like, you know, it's easier if you just back off, isolate yourself or whatever, or not engage or be social. When you recognize that you have this sensation or this feeling of anxiety, you know, go ahead and step back, take those real big deep breaths, gain composure of yourself, and when you're ready, then start engaging with that negative voice or that negative feeling or sensation and rationalize it to yourself, whether it's standing in front of a mirror or just sitting in a corner and really, you know, having a conversation with your inner self. Like, why am I feeling this way? And think about it logically and rationally. Like, when you're feeling those experiences, it's easy to get overwhelmed with it, especially the sensation of anxiety, depression, frustration, all those behaviors. It just takes time to control that. So, you know, taking those deep breaths and feeling better to a point where you could rationalize what's happening with you. And you'll realize that behavior that you have, you know, may have been irrational. It may have not been well thought. It may be just those sensations, those triggers that were guiding you down that negative behavior or that path. And we want to expose that. There are so many different ways of dealing with, you know, that avoidance of self-isolation. One of the concerns that we had in the Salty Sailor Talk is, what if it doesn't apply to you? And how do you know if you need to work on something? So think about like your happiness, things that make you feel good, or you feel like there's a conflicting idea, especially if you have family members or friends that are around you and you guys don't see eye to eye. It may be worth exploring. Like, hey man, I'm dealing with some stuff. Like, have you noticed any behaviors, you know, with me? Be honest with it, you know, and you'll be surprised in, you know, the engagement of the people that you're talking to by being honest like that. Hey man, I'm going through some stuff. Like, do you think we could talk? Of course, you're gonna have people who are like, man, you know, I've noticed that you've been feeling this way. Like, how can I help you? And just starting that conversation, right? So that's obviously getting away from that isolation and making you more social and connecting with another human being. And if you are one of those individuals that don't have anybody to talk to or anybody to convey your concerns of mental health or what you're going through, then it's worth exploring seeing a therapist, a counselor, a provider, and just talking to somebody who could help you process those feelings. And those resources are out there, right? We have the VA, we have the vet center, we have, you know, independent counselors and therapists and stuff like that. The resources are out there. It's really your proactiveness to getting that help. And I challenge you to go get that help out in the community. And don't think that you have to just commit to one therapist, counselor. Go shopping, talk to people who you feel comfortable with. And when you feel comfortable with them, then utilize their services to help you. At the end of the day, remember there's always help out there, and wherever you are, stay safe and stay in that fight. See you guys later.